Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today I am really excited to be sharing a recent painting with you, and if you've been over on Instagram you have probably already seen the finished product. This is a paint it again or paint this again or whatever you want to call it. The original painting was painted 3 years ago on June 27th, 2015, which was the day after the Supreme Court ruled same-sex marriage and equal right across the country, and I wanted to paint something to celebrate that. Many of you have probably heard about gay penguins at one time or another throughout the last several years, whether it was at the San Francisco Zoo, another zoological facility, or even on Parks and Rec. So what better animal would there be to show my support for this ruling other than these adorable, cuddly penguins showing lots of love towards each other? Aside from the meaning behind this piece, I've been wanting to do paint it agains for a while. I've been playing with the idea of working on some of my early mythology pieces like the hippocampus or the pavagriff that I did that some of you guys might be familiar with, and I still plan on doing those in the future moving forward. I'd love to hear from you guys if you'd like to see one or the other come first. Let me know in the comments below. But the process of doing a piece a second time, months or years later, is really useful to be able to see how you've grown as an artist. I wanted to go ahead and paint this on a somewhat even ground as the original painting, but that was a little bit difficult to do. It was my first painting, or one of my first paintings, full paintings on Arches watercolor paper, so I did go ahead and use Arches again for this, but the watercolors are not the same, and that is because the original was done with Reeves watercolors before I even had any Daniel Smith or professional paints at all. And obviously that has changed over the last 3 years. I'm actually using a new supply for this piece, and that is the Dr. P.H. Martin Hydrus watercolors, which are in liquid form, and that brought along a lot of learning opportunities for me in general, just because this is such a different medium. The reason I chose to kind of gamble with a new supply on this piece is because I know that Dr. P.H. Martin's Hydrus watercolors are known for their vibrancy, and this is a piece that I wanted to be beautiful, bright, and colorful. The next thing that I had to consider for this piece was if I was going to draw a whole new drawing or if I was going to work from the foundational lines of the first piece. I did go ahead and decide to use my original line art for the piece, but I did make a couple of little changes, namely the chin area underneath that second penguin's chin, the one that's in front, and around the eye area. I never really liked the way that I did the original one in that specific region, and I really wanted to give it a softer look and one that matched the other penguin a little bit better. The next thing that I had to kind of tackle was whether or not I was going to use the same kind of chaotic rainbow color scheme as I did in the first version, where I just put down colors where I felt like they would go well, or if I wanted to have a more thoroughly thought out perspective on this piece. And what I ultimately decided to do was to use warm colors on one penguin and cooler colors on the other. I feel like this gives a more unified feel to the entire piece, representing a rainbow, while also making the two different penguins stand out from one another. If you want to find out more about how I painted this piece, I actually recorded it as a real-time tutorial for Patreon. And not just any real-time tutorial, but it's my longest one to date. So long, in fact, that I had to break it up into 2 different videos. There's almost 4 hours of footage. I think it's like 3 hours and 40 or 45 minutes. And it goes through step by step all my decision-making processes, talking about colors, talking about the new materials, the struggles that I had with this piece, and my ultimate kind of outcome for this piece. So if you are interested in seeing more of that, you can head on over to my Patreon and sign up for the $5 tier or anything above that, and you'll automatically unlock this tutorial as well as many others. As far as merchandise goes, I know a lot of you guys have shown interest for this piece, and I am so excited that you have. I can't add it to my Etsy shop just yet, as I'm going to be traveling for the first full week of July. I will go ahead and add it to Etsy once I get back, but I do have another shop that some of you may or may not know about. I have a Redbubble account, and I have gone ahead and uploaded this to Redbubble so that you can go ahead and order any merchandise you would like from that site. And again, prints will be available on Etsy once I return from vacation. Aside from those notes, I just want to go ahead and let the happiness and joy of this piece kind of shine through, so I'm going to let the rest of this video go ahead and play out if you'd like to go ahead and see the rest of this process, and I will see you guys in the next video, which is going to be pretty soon. It's actually going to be this Sunday, which is not a typical upload day for me, but Sunday is July 1st and the first day of World Watercolor Month. So be sure to come back and check out the channel. Let me know if you guys are going to be participating in World Watercolor Month, and I will have more information in the description below if you want to find out more about that if you are hearing about it for the first time. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Be sure to hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed the content, leave a comment down below if you'd like to add to the discussion, and hit that subscribe button and the little bell icon if you'd like to be notified when new videos come out. I hope to see you guys next time, and until then, happy painting!